There's just gotta be a better way. So yeah, I bought another bandsaw. I don't really know why. I saw this one on Facebook Marketplace and I decided it was the right size for the space. And by the right size, I mean it does not fit in the space. So after sending my Kalamazoo to a good home so it can run in the field with the other bandsaws, I decided to get to work on this one. So I need a little gasket for the feed table flange. I have some gasket material here. Do not know if it's the correct stuff, but what we're gonna do is just put this on here, press it really well, and then cut it out by hand. That should be pretty good. So as you could probably guess, this isn't 220 single phase, this is 460 3-phase. So luckily we can just rewire the motors to 240, which is good. And then I bought the best American-made VFD that money can buy to switch this over and run it on single phase. So we're gonna get that wired up. I'm also gonna put a disconnect, even though I'm putting a plug on it. Just, I have one, that's why. Also, I don't want the VFD just sitting there running all the time, I guess. I don't really know why, but anyways. So we have 3 wires coming out up here that are to the switches on the front, because I still want to retain the old classic push buttons up there, because this is going to be a set it and forget it VFD, and it's really just being a phase converter at this point. And honestly, that's it, because I'm not hooking up the blade welder, although that's just 220 single phase, so if I decide I need that in the future, I can just wire it into the disconnect panel. So all we have to do is switch this motor from 460 down to the 240 that we need. That would be really, really easy, except for the coolant tank is sort of in the way. So I'm gonna have to pull the coolant tank out of here in order to get to that, which is great. You can see the motor box back here. This is the air compressor, and then this is the hydraulic pump for the auto feed for the table. This is coolant. Oh. All right. Well, one bolt and that just slides out of there, so actually, I take it back. This is fine. Hydraulic pump. Hydraulic line is kind of in the way. Cool. Alright, yeah, I take it back. That wasn't bad at all. So a little bit of a problem is that only 3 of these motor wires have a label on them. So I have no idea what the phase configuration is to change it over to the lower voltage. I know it was on the higher voltage setting because this was running on 440, and I can't quite figure out what's going on here. So I'm gonna think on it a minute, and then I'm gonna go through and maybe just start from scratch and identify the leads with an ohm meter. Go from there. So I just spent a pretty decent amount of time figuring out the configuration of this motor, which if you ever need to do it, the Augie hand method actually works really, really well. In the process of doing that, I looked really close at the end of the wires and stamped into the terminals. There's the numbers for the wires, so it's nice to confirm I'm doing it right, I guess. Okay. This is uncomfortable. Blade tensioning is a bit of an art, and better people who have more experience with bandsaws could probably do it by ear more accurately. But I'm going to use the caliper method, and we're going to aim for about 0.0031, which on this set of calipers, we're going to aim for 0.003. Call it close enough, that should be about 18,000 psi. So we increase our tension here. Okay, let's re-out. That is very tight. Switching away from this fine-tooth blade, since we're going to be cutting mostly thick aluminum, to this heavier tooth blade, and we will see how that goes. This might strictly be for cutting wood, and we might break it immediately. We'll see. Like arm wrestling a snake. Doing better. This means I get to use the new end mill. This is a 1-inch cutter. Yeah. Figure out what comes next. I decided to try using the painter's tape method for setting up this fixture. We're going to see how it goes. This is really, really thin, so it might work, it might not. I know it's worked for other people. These paint pens are still one of the best ways to do engraved letters. This is like a semi-polishing wheel that I found on McMaster-Carr, and it is perfect for cleaning stuff like this off and deburring it. So I think that'll do it on the bandsaw. It should be a nice addition to the shop. If you want to follow more what I do on the day-to-day, I'm over on Instagram at Wesley Kagan. And if you want to support the channel, I have stickers for sale in the description below, and as well as a Patreon down there as well, which I still feel a little bit weird about. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, comment below, let me know what you think about it. I really enjoyed projects like this. I love working on old equipment. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching.